Hello. I am going to make some blueberry jam, and I'm going to just try and do step by step. So first I got my blueberries. I have my blueberries here, and I have some blueberries over here crushed. So I tried this recipe to make jam with the blueberries whole and put them in with the sugar and whatnot, and I just found that I was using this inside the pot to break the blueberries down. So I'm going to pre-break them down, and we'll go from there. So now I have crushed all my blueberries, and I have ended up with 8 cups. So this reads 1.5 cups of blueberries equals 1 cup crushed. So I ended up with 12 cups of blueberries, so it's 8 cups crushed, which is going to require, I'm going to do lemon, which is 4 tablespoons. And I'm going to put 4 tablespoons in here to activate and bring out the pectin, because blueberries are quite low in pectin and they need a lot of help to get going. So I added the fresh lemon, and so it was about 4 tablespoons, 4.5. So I'm going to wait 5-10 minutes and let this activate, and then I'm going to add the sugar and put it on the pot. Put it on the stove. So I was going to say, well, you can use this. I'd use this on the last recipe, but I tried the lemon. So it was about, that's a large lemon, so a medium lemon was about 5 tablespoons of juice once crushed. And then I've got my sugar ready. And my rule of thumb is 1 cup of sugar for 1 cup of fruit. So I've started the blueberries. I'm gonna warm them up here, and then I'm gonna add the sugar, and then we're gonna boil for, I'm gonna say, about 27 minutes. And then you can do the cold plate test if you want. I've done this so many times, it's pretty easy to tell for myself, but we can do the cold plate test once it's done, so you see. Okay, now I'm going to add the sugar. It's warm enough. Okay, then we're just going to give it a stir. Sorry for the camera view. I'm not a professional, and I don't plan on being one. This is just to help someone getting started, or maybe you have a new idea, or you'll get something from this video. So now we're going to bring that to a boil, and we'll come back and check it in a bit. There, we're almost at a boil here. There we go. Here she goes. Now, with this size, I want to do about 25 minutes at a boil. And then I'm going to do 5 minutes at a simmer. So I actually ended up just doing around a 19-minute boil, and there's 5 minutes to go, 6 minutes, and it's seems like it's thickening up pretty good. You know, and I do not like eating blueberries from the crate or wherever you buy them, but in jam, it's so awesome, so good. See, and this is quite runny still, but it's much different than raspberries because raspberry thickens and this doesn't thicken until it cools. So okay, she's done. I've simmered it. She's ready to test. I'm going to put a little bit on a plate here and do a little test. And that's a little bit runny, but it's gonna dry. So from here, you're just taking your jam and you're filling your bottle. Okay, so I got my jars filled, and we're just gonna put our caps on, put our lids on, and we're just gonna screw them tight. So that recipe that I 3 mason jars. And then in time, these will all suck down just like this. And then, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this, and enjoy.